Are you looking to learn how to synchronize two different tables from two different bases? Well, this video is for you. Welcome back. My name is Tom, and what I cover on this channel are personal lessons and tutorial videos that I enjoy doing with Airtable. So with that said, let's go ahead and hop right in. So if you're looking to try to synchronize data between two different bases, just definitely keep in mind what plan you are in. So within Airtable, if you're on the free plan, you are only allowed to have one sync integration. The Plus plan allows you to have 3 sync integrations, and the Pro plan allows you to have 7 sync integrations. Now, it doesn't stop there. As you scroll down to the plan, what they currently enable in regards to synchronization is that the free plan, it's a manual sync, and we'll cover this in the video. The other 2 plans, the Pro and Plus, they allow automatic sync. So basically, data is automatically syncing where you don't have to go in and manually do it yourself. And again, we'll cover this in the video. The other things to keep in mind why sync is very important is that each of these accounts, you're limited to a certain number of space. So the free account covers 1,200 records per base, 5,000 records for the Plus, and then for the Pro, 50,000 records. Now, the reason why synchronization is nice is that you can leverage multiple bases and not eat up the space in your existing base. And it will make more sense as I'm covering the rest of the topics in the video here. So let's go ahead and hop into my Airtable account. And for this tutorial, I've created 2 test databases here, or bases. You have customer feedback and employees. What I'm trying to do here in this example is that let's pretend we are collecting customer feedback and I want to assign the feedback to a particular member on my team or one of my employees. So this is a separate database, right? And now 1 or 2 options can happen here. I can either add a table with all my employees, but let's say I have all these other bases and I have to keep creating these employee tables, right? Well, that doesn't make sense to keep duplicating all that information. So that's why I want to create a separate employee base that has all my employees in one place, and I only have to build it one time. But I have other bases that can leverage or use the data that is tied to my employees. So let's go ahead and build this out. In my employees, you want to create a shared view that allows synchronization. That's where we start. So you click on share view, and I've already enabled it. So you would want to toggle this allow data in this view to be synced to other bases. So make sure that's clicked on. It will have this link here that says sync this view to another base. So let's go ahead and click on that. And it's going to open up like a separate browser. Now I'm already logged in on my browser, so it's going to pull this up. So it may prompt you to log in, but once you're logged in, you'll see the screen, and you'll see immediately that it shows active employees as the view from that base that I want to access. So keep in mind that if I go back to my Airtable base for employees, I have 2 different views. I have all employees and I have active employees. Now, I only want to share or sync active employees. Hence, that's why you want to do the share view. So let's go ahead and go back to the setup. So here we have active employees that I'm trying to share and sync. I have to choose the workspace, and it's under my first workspace, which is where my customer feedback base is. And then under base, I'll select customer feedback. And then make sure that create a sync table that will be kept up to date as this data changes. Make sure that's selected. Then you hit create table. Now it's going to create the link and relationships with that table into my customer feedback base. And as you notice here, it says last synced a few seconds ago. So I don't need to click the sync now. This is the manual sync process. Now, so let's go ahead and click out of this. Immediately you'll see in my customer feedback table, I have my active employees. Now, let's see if this works. So if I go back to my employees table here and add a person, let's call it Crystal Doe. And then let's put a dummy number in there. Okay. And crystal@email.com. New employee. Okay. So I got my new employee added. And then if I flip back to my browser here with my other base, and you notice that Crystal's not there yet. That's where the automatic sync is nice if you upgrade to the other plans. But with this free plan, we'll just have to go to the table up here. You'll see a little lightning bolt, meaning that this is a sync table. Click on the down arrow here, scroll down to sync now, and then click on it and give it a few seconds. And then you'll start to see the new record pop up as it refreshes. So there you go. You see, Crystal has been added. Now, what can I do with this? Well, let's go to survey responses for my customer feedback. And let's say I want to add a field called employees. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to add another field here called assigned employee, and then link to another record. And then I'm going to link it to active employees. That is the new sync table right there. And then I'm going to allow it to only assign one person. So I'm going to remove this from multiple records, uncheck it, create the field. I'm going to skip this. Now, I have this first 4 customers. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign the first 2 to maybe Crystal, the new employee. I'm going to drag this down. And then next person, I'm going to have, Adam. And then next one will be John. So now I have my employees assigned. What's nice about this is that once you have the active employees view, you can do the exact same thing on another base. So it'll always be kept up to date, and you simply just pull from that. So that's how you do a synchronization. And you can see right here that the survey responses for this employee has been assigned to those customers. So that's how you do it. Now, it is a one way. So if I go and delete this record, you notice that I can't. It is completely disabled. So whoever's accessing this base, they can't mess with your source data. This is one of the advantages of having the synchronization, is that you have full control. So the only way someone can delete an employee is that they have to have access to the employee table or base view. So if I remove Crystal on it, let's go ahead and delete the employee. And it's like, what happened, to the other base? So let's go ahead and look at the other base. And then, Crystal's still there. If I go ahead and do a manual sync, it's just going to get removed. And then you'll look at the actual table that we had her assigned to. Let's go ahead to survey responses. And you notice that she completely disappeared. So we have to add a new person. Let's say it's Scott. So it's completely managed on one side, and you have full control over it. And you basically have more ways to access the data in multiple bases using the same method. Now, keep in mind, you are limited to 1 sync per base on a free account. So that's pretty much it. I want to keep this video simple. That is how you synchronize 2 different tables from 2 different bases and really take advantage of having a single source across all these different bases that you may potentially need the information for. So that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. All right, talk soon. Bye-bye.